Yaute da Eyado. That's peace, family, and how you doing? You know what I mean? So we in here. You know, it's gonna get it's gonna get interesting. I can say that part. We it's so much going on. I don't even know where the hell to start. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scroll through all my business and see which business I'm finna deal with first. That's the most logical thing to do right now because it's a lot. Uh, I got so many. You know what? I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start here, man. They say, okay, I just got a valuable lesson about the importance of checking your ego. So y'all gonna see a lot of that from me going forward, as far as me checking my ego, admitting when I'm wrong. If I teach something that was inaccurate, having no problem making the adjustment. It's gonna be a lot of that coming from me. However, I feel I've earned at least one more I told you so. At least one more. At least one more I told you so, just to get it out of my system so I can just dump my pettiness. We agree? We agree. Okay. So now, I told y'all last. Y'all, that's just you just don't hear me, so I have to talk reckless sometimes. I've been telling y'all for how long about these fucking rappers? How long I've been telling y'all? Just somebody keep it a buck with me and tell me how long I've been telling y'all all of your favorite rappers are homosexuals or at least bisexual. If he's a household name, more than likely he's bisexual. Or at least I've been telling y'all that. To get to the top, that's what you have to do. I've been telling y'all that. No, you just saying that. You just saying it's not everybody. And the only reason why y'all say it's not everybody is because you got favorites and you think they super gangster and you just don't want to have to look at them different. Here's the reality. And I'm sorry, but here's the reality. Entertainment, the entertainment business is ran by a male homosexual cult. That's just what it is. Not because I say so, because that's just what it is. Now, I had all of these people telling me they don't believe in cults and secret societies. Get your ass on my Patreon, watch the O for 30 minutes, and come talk to me about it. That's how I'm through arguing and debating people over information. What I provide is dots that can be connected. You could choose to connect them with me or not. If what I'm saying doesn't resonate with you, no harm, no foul, two fingers. But what you're not going to do is hang around us with that uncertain energy distracting us. Because I put a lot on the line to be able to deliver the information I do. I have no life. It's just my every moment is trying to figure out either how to get through what I'm teaching y'all now or what I'm going to teach next. That is the bulk of my existence. Anybody think I'm lying, just ask anybody who know me. If I'm doing something random in the grocery store, I'm studying while I walk through the grocery store. Anything I do, I'm in my phone just trying to sneak in 5-10 minutes of some information or whatever the case may be. So I told you. Now, we got Lil Baby. And a matter of fact, I came out like 4 months ago, and I was debating with somebody, maybe it was in Clubhouse, telling people that the baby was sweet as hell. Excuse me, we tell it how it is over Misinformation Nation. Like Fred Sanford said, he got hit by a sugar truck. We not politically correct over here. It is what it is. Now, this is what scares me. I don't even know the baby. I don't listen to rap music. Probably 10% of my existence is dedicated to rap music. Let's just put it there. That's the honest truth. Now, everybody would be talking about how cold he is and all this type of stuff, and my sons used to talk about him. So I went just to look and see. And one of the first clips I seen was a clip of him coming after one of his performances, I think, and he was coming down the steps. And I seen him coming down the steps with his hair in a little sexy bun and the way he was moving. And I instantly knew. And so I brought that to, and people argue me up and down. And now we see him with the billionaire white guys getting hugged from the back, taking pictures. And he's smiling like I'm finna play this Nino Brown clip with y'all, and so y'all can check it out. But like, my wives cannot hug me from the back. Don't walk up behind me and hug me. Unhand me, woman. So this, you new school dudes, is different. I don't want no human being approaching me from behind with affection. Just not what I'm into. To each his own. But what I do know is men got a space that we just inherently know not to violate each other. So for somebody to be comfortable enough to walk up behind you and hug you from the back, that's different. But we're gonna take it a step further. Dude told Baby, this was a phone call. He called him. They were on a private jet, and he told him, tonight you getting back hugs. You getting drunk hugs. He said, you getting drunk hugs all night. I'm warning you. And the Baby was just crying. Oh, you're so silly. And he said, I'm warning you. You're getting drunk hugs all night. The fuck is that supposed to mean? Wait. Let's do this. Let's remove the word drunk. Let's just remove it. And let's just stick with hugs. Okay. Why does any man, unless it's a father to son, brothers who haven't seen each other for a minute, maybe distant cousins, your dog you ain't seen in a minute, but you know how men hug. We do the slap the hand, bump the shoulder, tap the back, we good. All that shit is from a strong distance. And we do it, we put a little muscle into it so the other dude understand, like, if this goes south, I'm gonna give you one. So we strong. Bag up before these hands start flying. We got a system. Okay. None of these men who I've done this with that I just explained to you, none of them have ever called me or told me face to face. You know that little thing we do? I'm gonna be doing that all night tonight with you. You see how that sounds? Okay, so we've already established from a sober standpoint, that's not a good thing. Okay, now let's add alcohol to it. Now we're talking about drunk hugging you. See, if there's not a difference between the two, I wouldn't specify drunk. So when I throw the word drunk in there, that's code talk. I'm letting you know. Because when we drunk, we get a little frisky and careless. Our inhibitions are released. We get a little all over the place. So I'm letting you know ahead of time. Tonight, I'm going to be hugging you, but it's going to be drunk hugs. And you know, when you drunk, you're a little loose. So if I should accidentally grab your buttocks or something, it's only because I'm drunk. See, I gotta. Y'all know the old slogan, game recognized game. Man, I got a Titanic boatload of that. I wasn't always like this. I'm from it. I got a whole lot of game. And I'm telling you right now, you got two scenarios. Scenario A, any man that I am on speaking terms with decides to let me know later on tonight while we're partying, which I don't do, but if I was, he's going to be drunk hugging me. And if he's telling me this, obviously he's hoping that I participate. So in an instance, we're going to be drunk and hugging each other tonight. If there was a man that knows me and is brave enough to say these things, then that's fine because there's a fight coming. Like, no man has ever told me he's going to be hugging me later. So I don't understand what the fuck is going on. And now, these dudes is the same dudes he with. Now he on the plane with Meek Mill. Now y'all remember, they just had Meek Mill on the tennis court bunny hopping 2 months ago. And they just had Meek Mill at the swimming pool hugging on him, and he was and diving in the water. See, I'm paying attention to what's going on. Now, let me set the record straight before y'all run with it how y'all do. The problem is not that if these two men in question had chosen to say, hey, you know, this is how I live. I'm into men, you know, homosexual, bisexual, whatever. That's what I'm into. We wouldn't be talking about this. Nobody would give a shit. Like for instance, if we seen Lil Nas X in the exact same picture, would this shit make headlines? Nobody would have gave a shit if they seen Lil Nas X getting hugged from the back by a billionaire. You wouldn't care. Why? Because you know that's prone to happen with Lil Nas X. But you got these guys that made millions of dollars off of convincing us that they're these thugged out gangster heterosexual ass killers, boss ballers with 1,000 women that they beck and call. Which they probably do, but they like boys. So all I'm saying is stop rapping because you got these. See, it all makes sense to me now. Listen to the lyrics. Listen to how the lyrics are so hateful towards women and so misogynistic. Well, if you really prefer something else, then we can see why this influx of hatred towards our women is in the music. See, I'm about what's really going on. I'm not about what you do personally. I could care less. I don't like you or the billionaire white guy you're with. Doesn't matter to me. But you get millions of dollars selling us a certain mind frame and lifestyle, which that is trash too. But at least if that's who you were, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But what you're doing is, while you're hanging out with billionaire white guys on yachts giving hugs and shit, you got millions of inner city black children around here shooting like crazy, selling every drug they can, and hating our women because they think they're what you do. That's my problem. See, it's easy for y'all to look over here and think I'm saying something I'm not. because a problem is the easiest thing to find. But what I'm really saying is, look at the deception, for one. And for two, y'all got to be honest. Anybody who was listening to me 2 years ago, I told you all of these cats was the way they're coming out to be. It's like I had a crystal ball. So at some point, y'all going to have to come clean and start saying, the king be really ahead of his time with the information. I don't want no heavy glorification. Just send people to the channel and let them know we here. Because a lot of information that y'all go to these bigger channels and watch, y'all hear it here before you even get over there. And then they'll come say something I said months later and get the applause for it. Y'all watch this. Y'all always hear, hold on, where's my thing at? There we go. Y'all always hear, and then I'm finna get to the comments, then we're gonna play some videos, some of these videos and watch them. Y'all always hear and heard me say the thing about Clarence Thomas at the Bohemian Grove. And you also heard me say that's some exclusive that I was dropping that you ain't heard nowhere else. Since I said that 2 weeks ago, I've seen 3 major channels drop that same information. Now, I ain't saying they got it from me. I'm a small-time guy. I don't know where they got it from, but it be here first. I know for a fact what no one of these major channels, because if they hadn't been talking about it before me, why would they go back to it after me? So obviously, if I did it 2 weeks ago and they're just dropping it this week, then that means I was a week and a half ahead of these guys. What you watching them for? That's all I'm saying. Well, you can watch them too, but just watch me first and subscribe and tell your friends too. And y'all, please hit the like, please hit the share. Y'all help when y'all share this thing, and y'all help when y'all leave comments on YouTube for me. It helped with my algorithms. Y'all don't leave me no comments on YouTube, no likes, no shares. Come on now, y'all be here every single week. It's the same people. I know all y'all. I ain't even got to switch over there and see who here, and I could tell you who in the building. Come on now. And y'all know we on like I told y'all before, I just dropped on my Patreon. Y'all see down at the bottom, that's my Patreon. I just dropped Friday a lecture, a 30-minute documentary called The Oath, where I break down the origin of secret societies, and that's just part 1. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of installments where we really get into this thing, because I have too many people telling me something don't exist that's right in front of their face, so we're gonna deal with it. Okay, then I said I was coming over here to highlight the family. Let me see. Okay, peace to the queen. Ray Charles Jr., you can't see me down south in the building. What's to it, God? Goddess Rob, peace queen. There's my wife, peace queen. Then there go the Queen Mother, peace. Okay, so now down south. Now I gotta get you. I gotta get you publicly, cause you're my brother and I love you. You ain't been over to my clubhouse room yet. We've been cooking so heavy, you missing some good ones. And last time I pinged you because we was dealing with that same topic that we was dealing with before that you had questions on, and I was able to get knee deep into it. So that's why I be calling you. You know, I know we got a small space, but sometimes a smaller space is better to really dig into the information. So like, we be having some great conversations over there, man. So just come slide on us. And then for everybody else, every Tuesday at 8:30 after we leave here, we go to Clubhouse and we open up a room so we can dialogue about what we deal with here. But here it's just me talking. Over there, all of y'all can get in, and then we can all go back and forth. So just come rock with us on Clubhouse, Misinformation Nation room on Clubhouse. Now let's get to let me see who. Yeah, we could do Nino Brown first since that's on topic. Cause then I'm gonna switch and I'm gonna flame somebody else.
The billionaires and forgot he was a gangster. Michael Rubin is the former owner of the Philadelphia 76ers. He connected with Meek Mill and they became besties. Now ever since Meek Mill been up under Michael Rubin, he done stopped rapping. He don't even do shows no more. He don't even be in the studio no more. He don't do nothing dealing with music ever since he got with that billionaire white dude. He just be up under the billionaire dude every goddamn day. Michael Rubin ain't put out a song since 2017 from the intro. Michael Rubin has become more famous than the rapper Meek Mill is. He used Meek Mill to get all the rappers. Now he got Lil Baby, now he got Jay-Z, now he got Travis Scott. All them rappers up under him trying to get next to the billion. I think that's how Jay-Z became a billionaire. He just had a party a couple days ago for the 4th of July. Tom Brady was there, Kim Kardashian was there, Jay-Z and Beyonce was there. Every celebrity that you could think of was there. They had more celebrities at his party than the BET Awards had at their goddamn show. And at that party, it was a whole lot of evil, satanic, demonic ish going on. Lil Baby was spotted in a male sandwich between two men. Look at this shit. Tom Brady.
Wait a minute. Wait. Nino Brown said a male sandwich. Hey, as they say in Clubhouse in the CMB, nasty work. Look, man. Hey, if y'all ever see the general in a male sandwich, they clone me. I'm dead somewhere. It ain't real. A male sandwich. Now. I know y'all got 1,000 justifications. Y'all got 1,000 justifications for y'all artists. I literally been everywhere for the last 6. I've been on this. I've been destroying rappers for the last year. And I've been arguing in every space I've been in with y'all defending these rappers and their sexuality. And y'all refuse to believe it. And all I'm going to say is, this is what I'm gonna say.
Was spotted flirting with Kim Kardashian. Look at this shit.
What the fuck? Okay.
Look at this shit.
Hey, hold on. No. I'm not. Yeah, we not finna do this. We not finna do this. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What is that? And look at his face. Look at his. No, y'all not. Somebody gonna explain some shit to me. Y'all got some mother. What? I can't even get the shit out. What the fuck was that? What the fuck excuse is it for that behavior? Queen said Nino looks suspect too. I don't know. He bringing the suspicious behavior to the forefront. I'm gonna rock with it. I don't know. I haven't personally seen him do no borderline shit, and he's not really in the industry, so he's in a space where he could be his own guy because he don't really do shit. He making money off just Instagram fame, so he could be. I don't know about that one, Queen, but you know I don't trust none of these guys, so I rock with you just on GP. Now, let's talk about this male sandwich. It ain't no logical explanation for that. And that's okay if that's your thing. But gangster rappers, or no, fuck the gangsters Killers don't. This is not a killer pose. You never seen no killer in the joint pose like
Look at this shit. Tom Brady was spotted.
Dudes in the joint
Tom
pose,
Brady.
and they give you that.
Look at this
that
shit.
weird kill some pose. Have you ever seen them like this with their people? This is
spotted in a male.
Have you ever seen your people's them flick up on some gangster shit with their choppers like this? But look at the back, look at his face when he get him from the back. Oh my God, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it, man. And people has actually got justification for this. Let me let Nino finish. I'm having a moment. I'm sorry, y'all. Here, Nino finish.
Damage between two men. Look at this shit. Tom Brady was spotted flirting with Kim Kardashian after he just got his ass a divorce. It was a whole lot of bicycle shit going on at this party. Now, personally, I know a few billionaires, man, and I know most of them are bicycle, and that's why I keep my distance from these folks, man, because they.
Hey, hold on, not the bicycle. Nino, I'm still in that. The bicycle community. That's from now on. When I say that, y'all know what I'm talking about. The bicycle community. You rappers is part of the bicycle community. That's what it is now. You rappers is part, and that's fine. I don't care, but I don't like y'all. Stop talking about black women. Get the fuck away from them. Go like boys or white billionaire men and just do that. Just say that. Rap about that. Stop rapping about how and talking about how insufficient the black woman is when you don't like her no way. That's why you find so much fault in it, because you like white boys or white men, or I don't know what you like. But obviously it ain't the queen, so that's fine. He shimmied in the robe he got on. Hey, hold on now, queen, because I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking wintertime. I ain't okay.
Like, they got so much money, so much power that they could do whatever they want with men and women. Soon as Diddy got to them billions from that Ciroc deal, he started to be bicycle and go both ways. And it seemed like Lil Baby is down with the program too. It's like all these rappers will do anything to be up in these rich circles. They claim they so gangster, but they forget they gangster when they get around that kind of money that they don't got. It's like, how you talk about all this gangster shit on these records, man, and get caught up in a photo like that? If you a real Ice Cube, ain't got no pictures like that. Dr. Dre ain't got no pictures like that. Tupac ain't got.
Well, Dr. Dre and Tupac both got pictures like that, but I see what you're trying to say though, Nino. But yo, robe shimmy too much for the queen, so I don't even know if you bicycle or not no more, which is fucked up because I was kind of, I don't know, whatever.
All the real ones, man, I'm talking about the real organic real ones, man, ain't trying to get up in them circles with them. They'll go broke before they hang around a billionaire and sell their soul, man. But they forget all the gangster stuff that they rap about on these records when they get around this money for some type of reason, and they sell their soul to be connected and respected by rich, powerful men and engage in these circles. But see, I can't do that because I'm cut different. I'm built different, and I like women. But it seems that these dudes are cut from a different cloth. These rappers are do anything just to be up. Travis Scott, Jay-Z, the same man that say F the NFL, he ride with Colin Kaepernick. Now he got there running with the president of the NFL. You can't trust none of these rappers, man. Ain't now one of them real, man. Will sell their soul for a pile of gold. And then when all the pictures get out, now they want to get their soul back. It's too late. You sold your soul for gold. You got to stay over there, baby. Meek Mill need to get from around that dude, man, because he using you to get around other people, man. Meek Mill left from around Rick Ross and got right up under him, man, and started feeling like he don't need Ross no more. He done forgot how to goddamn rap. Meek Mill was cold, too, with the music, man. But ever since he got around this dude, he done stopped doing music and become a stay-ass no more. He done forgot how to goddamn rap.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And you might be right, Queen, because in his video, he put this picture in his video, and he didn't find no problem with it. But he talking about the bicycle community. How you talking about the bicycle community, and you use this picture, and then said he shouldn't have got away from Rick Ross? This is probably why he got away from Rick Ross. Did you forget Rick Ross was doing? Puffy was doing this to Rick Ross, and Rick Ross was doing it to Meek Mill. This shit is a chain effect. So I don't think he should have stayed with Rick Ross either, because, well, it's Queens here, so I'm not going to get technical. But y'all know the myth about black men versus white men. So if I got to go, maybe leaving Rick Ross was safer. I'm sorry, Queens. That was horrible. That was horrible. I couldn't help it. So moving right along, I think Nino Brown tripping, because this is like no man would better ever put his fucking beard on my shoulder and whisper in my ear in front of 30,000 people. That's just not what we're doing. It's not what we're doing. It's not gonna happen. It's not. This would turn into the same shit you seen at the Plies show, a fight on stage. Hey, did y'all see that Plies little bitty ass? He kind of suspect too, but that little motherfucker fight. You see that dude got on stage with him? This was a while back. Dude got on stage with Plies, picked him up and slammed him off the stage. Plies rolled over on top of him and then beat the death out of him. I said, this little bitty motherfucker throwing him. But yeah, I'd have beat the beard off Ricky, whispering in my fucking ear, rubbing his beard on my shoulder and shit. That's not what we doing. But see, the men I know, the men I be around don't think like this. So we don't rub beards on shoulders and whisper in ears. It's just not manly. Whatever. Y'all into weird shit. That's why you don't notice weird shit. That's what I'm starting to think. But anyway, you know what? I don't even give a fuck about this anymore. I'm not even going to play the rest of the video. I will say, if you could look at the baby and y'all couldn't tell he was bicycle into this video, honestly, on some real shit, all the jokes aside, if you was looking at Lil Baby, and enjoying him as an artist, and you couldn't tell he was bicycle, you need to check on some real shit, because that means you really don't know what's going on, and you think you do. Most of y'all think you know what's going on. Now, moving right along, I've been telling y'all about Drake. I told y'all he is another bicycle. Y'all have to get the way this shit go, man. Okay, just listen to me. If the record execs we know is big time homosexuals, we know they all races are more attracted to the black race. That's just what it is. So imagine, I use this reference all the time, and I gotta apologize to the queens again because I'm finna get graphic for a second. We know, we look at the culture of ancient Greece, and we see all the homosexuality and pedophilia. We know this. This is well known. Okay. So now, those same Greeks who was enormous homosexuals, and Alexander the Great was an enormous homosexual. We know this. Once they conquered Africans. What the fuck do y'all think happened? You now control the men and women you used to idolize. These big, swole ass warriors, you now control them. You know the rape of men and homosexuality was through the roof. We own y'all now. So now just fast forward. I keep telling y'all, a Jew-ish. It's Jew-ish. That means ish. Anytime you put ish, that means like. So they're telling you in their name, we're like the Jews. We're not the Jews. We're Jew-ish. Okay, so now, Jew-ish is a Greco-Roman baby. You take a Greek and a Roman, they make a baby. That's a Jew. It's a made-up race. It's not a real thing. So now you take that. That's who runs your entertainment, your movie and entertainment industry. Y'all all say, Kanye West said it, y'all believed it. He said the Jews run media, the Jews run the record companies, the Jews run the film industry. I hear y'all say it all the time. So don't try to say like it's my statement and don't try to disagree with it now. Y'all say it all the time. Okay, well, if the Jews run entertainment, I just told you a Jew is a Greek and a Roman. So I said all that to say, you're dealing with the same fucking people. The same people that conquered us, converted our religion, raped and abused us, is the same people that run the music industry. And the only reason why I took you through that history thing is so you could connect dots. Instead of just always being so willing to disagree, just connect the dots. If the same people then, I just proved it. We ain't got to speculate. I just proved it. Unless you got some contrary proof to that, you can give it to me. It's the same people. So if it's the same people, now the game is updated. We can't force you to do anything anymore. But here's what we can do. We can destroy your economic base and leave you impoverished. And poverty creates despair. And now when rich guys are around desperate and impoverished guys, they can be manipulated. Simple. This is just simple. We don't have to get into no conspiracy shit. We don't have to talk about your belief versus my belief. This is just common fucking sense. So if we could use this common sense and just follow the yellow brick road, then you realize these same guys, I left out a part. This part's the most significant. This is the most significant part of what I'm explaining to you. We're talking thousands of generations later, but it's the same. Every couple generations, they have to start from the younger ones and build it back up. Do you think any generation wants to be the generation that dropped the 6,000 year legacy? We've been having our way with these people for thousands of years. Why would we change it? Why would we change it? It's working. Keep them impoverished and manipulate the lack of. Now, they're sitting around these guys. And I had a nasty vision today, right while I was sitting on the couch. I had a nasty vision. And y'all about to fall for it. We're about to fall for something horrible. I just broke down to y'all. If you didn't see the oath, sign your ass up and go watch it. I'm not finna keep going over the same shit that y'all refuse to go get. But it shows you clearly that the same people ever since the flood have been in control of this planet. I proved it. Fuck your opinion. I proved it. Since the flood, the great flood that they all talk about, the same people have been in control of this planet since then. Nobody is giving that up. And nobody wants to be the one to say, we're the ones that gave it back to their ass. So, what if the same people have been controlling this shit, then that means all of these different regimes that we talk about, that one conquered the next, and this failed and that failed. All we doing is reading those stories in history books. History is written by the conquerors. We don't really know exactly what the fuck happened. But if my research is correct and the same people been running shit since the flood, then all they keep doing is when they see a system about to fail, they kill it and start it over under a new guise. And so now, this is the age of Aquarius. All this information is on the planet. They know who you are. They know you're learning. They know you're learning at a breakneck speed and you want out this history of slavery. What if they convinced you that you was now in control of the exact same system? Because all of these different names they give you change, but nothing changes. You can't prove to me that they're not doing the exact same thing here that Nazi Germany did. Hitler said he learned it from America. But you could see the same thing. It's just it's just a cycle. So now, watch this. What's the number one thing that you keep seeing black people push? We need to get into real estate and buy land. And we need to have better black economics. And instead of complaining about everything, we need to place ourselves in the politics. Okay, so the only way we can change the system is from within. Peace to you, God. Much love. Much love, much love. You know, we're going to keep cooking. Destroy and rebuild principles of capitalism. I like that, Daniel, right? Oh yeah, definitely, man. Hey, Yost, every time you come in the clubhouse, man, you guys give us a couple minutes, man. It be cooking so heavy. Man, y'all missed the last couple. We be cooking heavy. It just usually take about 30 minutes or so for everybody to find their way. But once it get to going, they get to going. We'll be in there tonight at 8:30, everybody. But so watch this though. So the number one thing we pushing. We need to get into real estate and buy more land. We need to get better at black economics. And we need to get into politics. We need to get into law. We can't keep complaining from the outside. We got to get inside and change the system. That's what y'all keep preaching. But here's the thing. You still have the same people in control once you get in there. You're getting into an already built system saying, I'm going to be the one that's going to change it. Even though history teaches us every time we get somebody outwardly trying to change the system, they get knocked off. But you're going to be the one from the inside to change it. So Once again, this is more ego talking to you. So now, if the system is already built and you get into real estate, so they got a lot more black people in the real estate. Now, what real estate is, you could learn how to sell houses and shit like that. But have you ever seen somebody that own their own house and the government come take it from them? Have we ever seen people who own their own land and property and the government come take it and seize their land, property, and assets? Have we ever seen that? Of course we fucking have. So then what are we talking about? If you can own land and the government can come take it from you, seize it, and close up shop, then what the fuck do you really own? But you can participate in the system, because now what we got is a lot more and pass it. It's always been government. Okay, right. So watch this. So if you could take my property anytime you want, it ain't my property. But watch this though. So now, if I get into politics, I've already proven that every president except for Van Buren was all related. That's a done deal. We don't got to talk about it no more. Except for Van Buren, every United States president was related to one king in England. We got the proof. We don't got to talk about it. So if all the United States presidents are family, and I know I ain't no kin to them, how far could I really go into politics? But now let's take it a step further. When the United States president come talk to us, he read a written speech off a piece of paper. I'd rather be the guy that write the president's speeches. Fuck the president. Apparently, he doesn't know what the country needs. This guy who we never heard of that writes shit for him is the smart guy. I'd rather be him. And we're going to have something to shoot for. But we don't even know what that title was called. We don't even know him. We never heard of him. So now they telling you black economics is the key. But you don't control the economic system. Federal Reserve do. So they get more money. Yeah, okay. I ain't talking against having more money. But here's what I am telling you. With $1 billion, I'm not really ready for revolution. I'm ready for $2 billion. When my pursuit is the pursuit of money, I don't have time to help my people stand up for themselves, because anytime I step out of my lane of finance, my behavior could affect my paper. So I'm not going to do nothing to allow my behavior to affect my money. And we consider that smart. And it could be. The only problem is, while I'm playing it smart and not doing nothing to allow my behavior to affect my money, there's still a system being implemented on the people in the planet. What's going to help is me having $100 million going to help a system of oppression if they freeze all of our accounts because we revolutionaries? Or what if they just freeze everything? What if the system go down and all the millions you got you can't get to? Who are you then? See, these are things we don't think about because we feel we don't have to. Who controls the Federal Reserve? Same people who've been controlling it. The Federal Reserve is an outside entity. We already talked about this 2 weeks ago. The reason why they sunk the Titanic is so they could get the Federal Reserve Act through. The way they can get the Federal Reserve Act through is the three richest men in America was on the Titanic. They booked the Titanic. J.P. Morgan made a dummy boat. He sank the dummy boat and kept the real Titanic. Then he became the leader of cruise line ships. See, all this information is accessible. Y'all be talking conspiracy. I just be reading what the white boy wrote. If you think it's a conspiracy, go tell the white guy. All I do is take the information that's available that we don't know how to find. See, the thing is, y'all be talking about just YouTube scholars. It don't fucking matter if I'm a Crayola scholar. It's knowing where to look. I'm a YouTube scholar. And y'all know, I will match my intellect with damn anybody you could think of with these issues. And I'm a YouTube scholar. I don't go to now. I'm tempting y'all. Maybe somebody will try me. I don't go to the library. I ain't been there in eons. All my little dumb information come off YouTube. Now try me. It's knowing what to look for, family. Don't let people discourage you. And you think, well, I can't get to the library, and they say YouTube ain't right. No, fuck that. You can Google and YouTube your way to a lot of fucking information. Just all you gotta do is be right in your heart. Because if you really want the answers, you'll find them. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of bullshit out there. And a pure heart gonna know when they hear bullshit. Now, we just gotta understand that it's bigger than what we think, and it's really going down. I've been telling y'all, I said something about the back of the dollar. You got the little eye on the back of you got the owl on the back of the dollar. Everybody knows this. If not, you can Google it. It's a microscopic owl by the one in the corner on the $1 bill. Now, I told y'all that owl is the symbol for a goddess called Minerva. Y'all could look that up. Now, when you see they be talking about this place called Bohemian Grove, you can look it up. It's a real place. No conspiracy shit. You can look up Bohemian Grove and it'll tell you all the world's leaders and representatives go once a year, twice a year to a place called Bohemian Grove. They say it's just like a country club where we go and just chill. But anybody who knows some shit know all the major decisions get made at the Bohemian Grove. Now, they also, it's a well-known fact, they admitted it. They gave a tour and showed you. So you can look up on YouTube the tour through Bohemian Grove where they walk you through and show you a 40-foot statue of an owl. Now, they're going to tell you it's for whatever the fuck they want. Y'all got to stop believing people who lie for a living. That ceremony is called, listen to the name of it. They'll even admit the name of the ceremony. The ceremony is called the cremation of care. I got you, Daniel Wright. Give me 2 minutes. The ceremony is called the cremation of care. Alex Jones snuck in there with a camera and got the footage and reported they're taking babies, doing a ceremony and throwing babies into the fire. It's called cremation of care. It's that we all on the same page. We're burning our care and we're offering a sacrifice to the goddess Minerva. Who is also Esther, who is also Ashtar, who is also the wife of Yahweh, your God, who I told you is the moon god. Now, when you look at Asherah, she got a moon disc on her head. They'll tell you Asherah is Esther. Esther is the Easter god. They just switch names, connected dots. Same shit. So I'm just showing y'all I be on point when I tell you what I tell you. Now, yes, we're definitely going to deal with Drake. That's why I brought up the owl. Cremation of care ceremony. This 40-foot owl. Now, and like the queen say, why is there so many babies missing? And you don't see it on the news. And when you look up how many babies are missing in America every day, it's going to tell you thousands. Google it right now. I guarantee you it's in the thousands. How many children come up missing every day in America? It's thousands. Why isn't this on the news? Why do we give a fuck about Tiger Woods and all of this shit and it's children missing? We care about LeBron James. We care about Keke Palmer. And it's thousands of children come up missing every day. Now, his last album was called Certified Lover Boy. And he had got a heart put in the front of his hair. Certified Lover Boy. Now, I know the queen be coming with some cute little pet names for you. Y'all get the feeling how y'all feel, sipping a little sip, smoke a little smoke. You might even do whatever you do. And she feeling a little frisky, and y'all got little cute pet names. Do she ever say, come here, lover boy? Hey, baby, just so we clear, we ain't on that. Ain't gonna be nobody lover boy. Unless... I'm just saying what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Look, man. That should be right in front of our face. We just refuse to listen. He put out a CD called Certified Lover Boy. And now, look at your boy in action.
Anxiety. Give me that thing, mommy, give me that thing, mommy, give me that. Pop bottles up in the club, but and thug, show me mug, good the girl, show me love. I came to have fun, don't sound on platinum, 44, make them do the moonwalk like expert.
You see, they so slick. They so fucking slick. See, if you blink, you'll miss it. I'm gonna tell you what was slick about that. First of all, let me start by saying to my dudes, to my kings in the building. This is what we not gonna do. We not gonna slide in front of the mirror, grab our phone and flick up. That's not what we're not gonna do. You got people in your life. You want to feel special? You hand them your phone and ask them to take a picture for you. Don't get your ass in front of the mirror talking about. No. If you must take a selfie, just pop that thing. Just, do what you do. I do. Sometimes I just, but I'm not going to get in front of the mirror, because what you're doing is you checking your fresh out, and then you. Now, my queen, all queens, after they get dressed, before they step out the house, they're going to get in the mirror, check the thing out, make sure all that's in place, that's what she going to do. She going to do that. She's supposed to do that, because we going to appreciate that. We appreciate the extra effort she put in to make sure the cheeks look good and the top right, and hey, we appreciate that. I don't think women sit around hoping we stand in the mirror and get ourselves together. I just don't think that's a woman fantasy, but I could be wrong. But this is what was slick about it, though. This is what made it slick. He put on some Kanye for you. Because you know him and Kanye was beefing. So the first psychological thing is, I'm a grown man. I'm past that Kanye shit. Then it's the beat fly. He popping. Then hear what he do. Hit you with the bezel. Bow. But you see the pink diamonds up top. Wait a minute. Is that the LGBTQ bezel? Is that the LGBTQ bezel he put on us? Ooh, rainbow bezel. That's what's happening. Then he flash real quick. Pow, hot pink nails. Oh, I'm gone with it, though. First, I'm going to hit you with the ice. Freeze you for a minute. You ain't even going to catch that it's the rainbow LGBTQ flag on my bezel. You ain't going to catch that. But for those who know, you know how y'all put, if you know, you know. He was like, hashtag if you know, you know. Bow, hot pink fingernails. Now, I told y'all 5 years ago, he was a bicycle. He was part of the bicycle community. Y'all told me I was bugging. Now we see hot pink fingernails and the motherfucking LGBTQ rolling. But it it's cool though. Please hit the like. Please hit the share. That's all I'm saying. Okay, the goddess come through with that 2,000 missing children per day. Okay. Watch how this math look though. It's 365 days in a year. 365 and 365 is 720. No, 360 and 360 is 720. So that we talking about we 360, 360, 720, 780. $780 per year. And we gonna talk about Keke Palmer see-through dress. We got to debate that though. We can't just reach a conclusion, respect your man. We got to debate if Keke Palmer should be butt naked grinding on Usher at his concert. Fuck the missing kids. I want to know what's up with Keke dress and Usher, who has herpes and has been getting sexually harassed since he was 10 by Puffy. But that's okay. We want to talk about that. See, the sooner y'all realize this is a fucking game, the better off all of us will be. As long as we got to keep going back and forth for miscellaneous weirdo shit, we can't really be where we need to be. I'm ready to leave all the gossip and get spiritual. I had a deep talk with God. He told me to shift my gears. I'm finna switch directions. I'm not finna keep dealing with this gossip. We need to get spiritually higher. That's what's gonna deal with this. Mentally prepared and spiritually higher. Everything else is irrelevant. But we got to do this because we need to know it. But these people are conning you. Just like everything else is a fucking sham. And I'm going to show you tonight. Don't think I forgot about the mission. Don't you dare think I forgot about the fucking mission. This was just necessary because we seem to not get it. This was necessary evil. But we definitely gonna deal with while we here. Okay, so hold on for a second. Now, with that being said, since we on the page, this is why they're having these artists push this agenda. Watch this. Radical left mothers talk child transitions. Okay, so put anti-trans parents in jail. What the fuck do I'm like Curry with the shot. What did I tell y'all like 2 months ago? I just said they're finna start fuck 2 months ago, probably 2 weeks ago. I just told y'all they're finna start locking parents up who disagree with the child transgender shit. Did I or did I not fucking sit right here and say that's what they finna start doing? I know I did, because I did. This shit ain't hard to see if you want to see it. If you want to just live your life and be oblivious to shit so you can have fun, that's fine. But if you look, it's right in front of you. Hail pride, hail thyself, hail Satan at the pride parade. Now here's my thing. Before y'all say it, I already know what you're going to say. That ain't got nothing to do with pride. We respect their right to do what they doing. As the general of the Black Panthers, if I'm outside and we rallying and some energy come in that's contradictory to the mission, we don't allow that to stand. So my point is, if you not into that Y'all got to take that up out of here because we already got a bad flack with our movement. This ain't going to help. Why was nobody there to regulate? So you just could see the direction everything is going in. It's not just the rappers. They're sending everything in that direction for a reason. And we just got to pay attention because everything is a play. And speaking of plays, wait, I can't see what that is. Oh, yeah. Migrants rush to U.S. border ahead of Title 42 expiration. Now, when y'all get super sharp, somebody would have been in the chat section already like, ooh, that 42 you be talking about. How can I keep being wrong and I'm right? How many fucking times have I told y'all about the number 42? And now we see it all over the news. Title 42. 42. They could have called it anything. Why they call it Title 42? But I don't know what I'm talking about, though. They picked 42, but I don't know what I'm talking about, though. Now, I got something else for y'all. Hold on. I ain't gonna play today. What is that? Please tell me I got it. Wait, there go your boy right there, though. Ooh. 666 over the I. One time. But let me see. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Damn. Oh, here we go. In Hebrew gematria, what a coinky dink. 42 is synonymous with fame. Well, don't we see them putting that 42 on a lot of black actors, rappers, and things like that? It's synonymous with fame. But I also told you 42 is synonymous with death. The number 8 is synonymous with death. 4 times 2 is 8. In gematria, it is, damn, you can't even read this. It says, why was it that small? My fault, y'all. It says, if I die, the number 42 in Hebrew gematria. So in Hebrew gematria, the number 42 also could represent if I die. So 42 in Hebrew gematria is synonymous with fame and death. Well, isn't that a fucking coinky dink? Kobe Bryant, Chadwick Boseman, we could go on and on and on. Jackie Robinson, we could go on and on and on. Now, now, let's get to this this immigration. Let's get to the immigration thing. Let's deal with it. No, I don't even want y'all to see that yet. It's probably too late. Let me see. Yeah, it's probably too late. All right, here we go. Let's deal with
police custody back in 2016. That is despite it being banned by French officials. Police intervened with one of the protest leaders and scuffles broke out. Earlier, a court hearing failed to overrule a ban on the march in northwest Paris. Another protest is also being held in Marseille over the police killing of a teenager named Naël 2 weeks ago. His death sparked protests and riots all across France. Let's go to Hoda Abdelhamid now in Marseille. Hoda, so we had days and days of protests as a result of the death of that teenager. Then things died down. Does it feel like protests could be really kicking off again?
Well, actually, here in Marseille, I think the turnout has been quite small. I mean, the march just went by. Right now here, there was maybe 200 to 300 people. Now, the organizers actually wanted to do this in the city center where those riots unfolded just last weekend, but that was denied from police. So they started actually from Belmay, which is one of the poorest neighborhoods in France. But if you look at the makeup of the protesters, you had very little representations of youth from those difficult neighborhoods, very few youth that come from sort of African or North African background who were accused being spearheading those riots last week. But the message is the same. The message is against police brutality. Now everybody's talking about Naël, that young man who was killed in Nanterre near Paris, and that sparked all that wave of anger across the country. We're here in Marseille. People are waiting to hear about another young man who received a rubber bullet last weekend during the riots. There's footage of him who shows him really sitting on his moped and filming the riots with his mobile phone. Well, he received this rubber bullet and eventually, shortly later, collapsed. There's an investigation underway, but that is something that is actually infuriating people here. They're waiting to see the results of that. And the message coming out of these protests is that pattern happens over and over again, has been going on for decades, is getting worse, and that police needs to be reined in. And on the other hand, you had during this little march here, you had mothers of young men who had been killed in their neighborhoods because of the violence in their neighborhoods. And so people are also saying, when are you going to come and protect us? When are you going to come and protect our children? So certainly a symbolic march to represent, to denounce police lack of action in certain ways and too much action in other times, but also a message, but not one where there was a turnout. And I think it's simply because following the riots last weekend, there was a lot of finger pointing towards those communities. Many opinions in those communities were actually quite mixed. Many people said that the riots didn't actually bring any purpose and didn't honor the memory of this Nile. So I think now the attitude of people coming from those areas is let's just wait and see and be on the margins so we don't get accused again.
Thank you for that. Hoda Abdelhamid there for us in Marseille. Let's turn now to Paris. We were just looking at some live pictures from there where we're expecting a rally to go ahead in Paris to honour the death of a black man who died in police custody back in 2016. We can speak to Paul Rees. Paul, what are we expecting where you are?
Well, as you say, this demonstration has actually been banned by the French authorities. It's gone ahead anyway. You can maybe just see a young woman climbing down from the bus stop here. This is Assa Traoré, the sister of Adama Traoré, who died after being arrested by police in 2016. Now, this march takes place every year on the 19th of July to commemorate Adama Traoré and has become a symbol of protest against alleged police brutality, police racism in France. Now, it was meant to take place in Val d'Oise, north of Paris, but it was banned by the authorities. So Assa Traoré, who has now climbed down, decided to hold it in Place de la République in the centre of Paris instead. That was banned this morning, but she arrived anyway. Now, there have been riot police circling the demonstrators in République all day. She gave a press conference, and afterwards she was manhandled by the police as her supporters tried to get her along to this demonstration. But they've managed to make the journey up from Place de la République up to here where Assa Traoré's been addressing the crowd, saying that these killings are based on police prejudice, police brutality, and racism. The police didn't want it to go ahead because they believe it will inflame tensions and lead to some of the rioting we saw in the wake of the killing of Naël nearly 2 weeks ago. On the other hand, the protesters have said, well, if you don't let us protest, then tensions are just going to get worse. It seems that we've had the worst of both worlds because people here are pretty angry that their voices have tried to be quieted.
Thank you for that. Paul Rees there for us in Paris.
All right, my fault, y'all. Now, that's in Paris. Y'all seen that they killed the young brother, police did. And now they it's George Floyd out in Paris. Now y'all remember we just talked about during the same week of George Floyd, they have 4 incidents around the world, the exact same incident in different countries. Now, 2 years later, you seeing it in France. Now, before I say what I'm about to say, I want y'all to see one other thing real quick. I accidentally showed y'all a minute ago. Did CNN air a staged migrant crossing of the Rio Grande? An unusual video has been flagged by activists as deliberately manufactured to present a story of a border crisis, possibly with the participation of Border Patrol. About 100 immigration activists staged the sit-in outside the White House Thursday. Okay, hold on. Is this? No, that ain't it. Oh, that's something else. We didn't even get a chance to get to that. I might have to bring that back. No, damn. I might have to bring that back for y'all. Where the fuck is it at? No. Damn it. Okay, I can't find it. I'm just gonna have to kick it to y'all. I got so much stuff in here. So the thing is this right here. Wait, let me see one more thing. What's this? No. Oh yeah, that. Them two is important though. I'm finna tie that in 1 second. Okay, so now here's the thing. Y'all see, they just said they staged. They had a whole bunch of people at the border walking through the water and all this type of shit. And somebody called them and said the footage been doctored, this, that, and the third. So now, when have we heard this? When the quote unquote conspiracy Q9 people told us the same thing. They said when all of them people was at the border, when allegedly Trump put them out the country and they had to walk and all that type of shit. I've already showed, I tried for like 40 minutes to find it. You know, they done scrubbed the internet. I could probably find it on my page because I've already posted it. So I just didn't have time to go on my page. But if I remember, I'll go on my page, find it, and repost it for y'all. But I already have posted the footage and the pictures of the last immigration shit where they was telling us that the people were stuck at the border and walking. And then we seen them people get on the bus and the bus take them to the destination. We seen a dude walking through the crowd, handing out colored wristbands and putting money in the people's hands. We seen that shit. I already posted it. We also seen the shit when they said they was tear gassing us. We zoomed in on the can of tear gas on the ground, and we went online to the movie prop site, and we found the exact same can of tear gas on the movie prop site. So we on to these people. So we already know for a fact 100% that walking to America shit that they pulled, that was staged. We already know this. Now we got somebody saying that the shit that they did a couple months ago was staged also. Now, here's the thing. So now I'm gonna give y'all what's really going on. Y'all know I showed y'all about this last year, and I know I talked about it too. Last year, they was in Mexico, and they had El Chapo's son, and they got into a firefight with El Chapo's son, and they lost the fight, and they had to call on the radio and say, "Give him back, or we not gonna make it out of here alive." I posted the footage. You can go on YouTube and find it. They give him back, or we not gonna make it up out of here. So they had to give El Chapo's son back. Remember, he got it. He was locked up. Then he escaped. Then they got him again. So long story short, we already seen this before. You got to know something to know something. This is exactly what happened with Pablo Escobar. You got to use common sense. They said the United States is the superpower. Okay. How can you be the superpower when drugs make billions of dollars a day and you don't got none of it coming your way. From a mathematical standpoint, the cartels would have overtaken the government years ago. It's impossible. It's impossible to defend the cartel because equipment, technology, and army is gonna come into it. So if I got more money than you, I can be better prepared for war than you. So you have to get in on the drug trade by default, or everybody in on it will turn on you. If everybody else is in on the drug trade and you're the only people not, it's what happened with the American Mafia. You had certain families that wouldn't fuck with drugs and certain families that would. The certain families that would was making so much money, they just eventually weeded out the ones that wouldn't until all of them fuck with drugs. So it's the same thing with the United States government. They wouldn't be able to sustain against it if they wasn't a part of it. But they run the rock on it. So now what they did was, and you could see this and they show you this in the fucking cartel movies. I already studied it, but you could see they even admitted the CIA was in business with the cartel people to get Pablo Escobar. They showed you that shit on 7 different Netflix movies. The CIA was in business with the cartel to get Pablo out. So what happens is the CIA say, this dude ain't playing ball right. We're going to bring down the hammer on your whole country over one guy. Or you turn on that guy, flush him out, and y'all can keep doing what y'all doing. Just make sure you cut us in or cut it out. At first, they didn't yield. Then the United States Army was coming so heavy, knocking off drug lords, coming into the country, murdering. Man, fuck these movies they give y'all. The armies are they are assassins. An army is a hit squad. Nobody in the fucking army know what the fuck the mission is. You got people at the top telling you, we finna go get them native bad guys. Who the fuck says so? When you look at the history of our country, everybody our country has ever encountered got the short end of the stick and got enslaved. But our army thinks they're fighting for the good guys. It's a hit squad. They run drugs, run weapons, and they take people out. What the fuck else is an army gonna do? You think there's war every day? What they do is stabilize countries. So now, when you go in and you knock Pablo head off and you take control of the drug market. Now you in business with them, shit flow smooth. And then El Chapo pumped up and took over. So everything they accomplished with Pablo Escobar, they get Pablo Escobar 2.0, who got more money and he more ruthless than Pablo was. So it's like, fuck. So this whole thing, they have been warring with El Chapo and them people for South America is they shit. But it's always going to be war because drug lords are born every fucking minute. And the guys at the bottom, see, this is the problem. In order to be at the top, you got to work with the feds and the government. But they teach you not to rat, no cooperation with the feds and the government. So the guys at the bottom come up not knowing the real game. They think it's all just muscle and finesse. Until you get in that space where you realize this can't exist unless we sit down with the chief of police and one of these major politicians, it ain't gonna work. So the new young guns coming up, they go to war because they don't understand you're supposed to cooperate or your ass gonna die because the government run this shit. And so the wars be going back and forth. And now they got El Chapo dead, but his sons is vicious. So they've been warring with El Chapo and them back and forth for power and control of South America. Here's the problem. what made Pablo and El Chapo so hard to deal with is because they gained the love of the people. See, El Chapo and Pablo, the other drug lords just got rich and stayed out the way. El Chapo and Pablo fed the poor. They took care of the whole country. They made sure everybody had something. So it's a lot of people because they taking all the money out the economy. So the people ain't really got shit. So it's a lot of people actually need these drug lords to stay in power because that's how they surviving. So now with United States closing in on the El Chapo empire and beating the brakes off of them, it's almost over. So now slavery. Once you conquer slavery, all the people being pushed in and out the country, slavery. That's what this is about. Y'all keep thinking it's about something else, but you keep seeing the exact same fucking formula replete every 100 years. No, just think about this. You could go all the way back to ancient Egypt. Nothing has fucking changed. We keep lying to ourselves saying our ancestors was different. Our ancestors started this shit. How about that? I'm going to say the one thing nobody wants to hear. These ancestors that y'all keep praying to for help, they started this bullshit we in right now. It's the same fucking system. Y'all be so quick to say they stole everything from ancient Egypt. It's the same fucking people. And if they stole everything from ancient Egypt, it's the same system Egypt had. How are they so good at stealing shit? I just told y'all, 50% of all European men share King Tut's DNA. Do you understand what the fuck that means? So when y'all ask these asinine ass questions like, how come America got pyramids that's older than the ones in Egypt? Same reason why half of 50% of European white men got King Tut's DNA. Because they traveled the fucking world first. And they implemented the same system everywhere. These are people who had no possibility of ever encountering each other. But you go to the ancient societies and they all got pyramids. They all tell stories of two things. A great serpent that deceived us and a great flood that drowned us. So it's the same shit. You just want it to be different because then you ain't got to think. You could just slide shit in a category and get on with your day. That's what everything is about with y'all. Not dealing with shit, sliding shit in a space that's comfortable, and then getting on with shit that don't matter. That's what you like to do. And I'm telling you, until we understand this system, there will be no progress because what's about to happen is we about to put ourselves in a position to, they're about to allow us to slide in and pretend that we're them, so we shut the fuck up. So you finna look around and you're gonna see a black America where all the things that you used to wish was black is black. It's gonna be black people in power everywhere you're gonna get another black president. If they don't kill politics completely, you're gonna get some black leaders. You're gonna start seeing black people in all of these spaces that y'all say, well, how come ain't no black people there? Here's what you're not gonna see. You're not gonna see black people owning none of that shit. But you're gonna see shit like Tyler Perry just took over BET from white people. And y'all like that. So a man who got famous being a black man in a dress and making sappy ass black movies that show you the worst aspect of black relationships. That guy just took over BET and you want me to get excited. It's going to be fucking worse. Even at least the white boy know certain shit I put in here the niggas will get me. Tyler Perry don't got that crutch. He know whatever he do, y'all will forgive him. It's finna get horrible. BET's about to be the worst black television in history. It'll be the worst thing for black people ever. Once Tyler get through with it, everybody gonna have a dress on. This is bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. They need you to react and be distracted. I just told you. The people who, you got two groups responsible for this nation. Black people, white people. As far as we know, those are the first two people that was here. It's 2023. They said 1786. This is 14 more years. That'll be 18, 2000. Was it 23, 37? Did I do that right? So it's let me make sure my math right. 237 years. I mean 300. No, I was right. They're almost 300 years. Fuck it. I'm hot. My math off. I hate when I do that though. Almost 300 years. This country. And the two core groups still don't completely get along. But you're bringing other groups here. And you're telling us, you got this big thing going back and forth for whether we're responsible for allowing these people into the country. Wouldn't it be easier to just provide financial relief to Mexico? Because obviously the conditions is so bad, these people don't got nowhere to go. You just wrote us $1 trillion check for COVID and didn't miss it. So why couldn't you? Nations do it all the time, loan other nations money. As opposed to opening up our country to all of these things that y'all tell us could go wrong. And we're watching how it's a mess at the border. And we've been dealing with this border shit for 4 years. Well, longer than that, but 4 years at least since Biden been in office and at the end of Trump regime. So for at least 4 years straight, we've been dealing with this shit. Why couldn't we have just offered, we send troops and the National Guard every fucking where? Why couldn't we have offered the same way we doing now? We send soldiers out there to shoot that bitch up. We're spending billions of dollars to send soldiers out there to go to war. We could have took that same money and just provided aid and security. Why did we choose to go in there with the pistols and shoot the people up? The answer is in the question. Why would America go to Mexico and spend billions of dollars fighting drug cartels? America doesn't have control of drugs in America. We have not figured out how to control the drug dealers in America, but we spend billions of dollars to go to Mexico and figure it out. Or because it's one question that's looming that nobody wants to deal with. So let me just put it to you this way. Let's just say America runs in Mexico, guns blazing, they got the Ninja Turtle Avenger power suits on, they got the big pistols, they just lay down drug lords everywhere, they invade and take over and get rid of all of the cartel. Now, in order to do that, They got to hit all of these cartel storage facilities. They got to catch all of these operations that's out in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere. They got to bum rush all of these operations. And also, that's where all the coke is growing. They're growing it out there too. And they got to take over all of that. So the day after you get rid of all the cartel members, and just in case y'all listening, I'm asking for a friend. I don't really want to know this. I'm asking for a friend. The day after you kill all the drug cartel members, what exactly is y'all going to do with the facilities, the $1 million facilities that they built to grow drugs and manufacture them? And the drugs that was in these $1 million facilities? Because the cartel gone. Y'all killed all them yesterday. That's good. Good job. Go America. The land of the free, home of the brave. Yes. Okay. The day after y'all do that, what are you going to do with these $1 million cocaine laboratories set up all over Mexico that got millions of dollars worth of cocaine in them? Remember, I'm asking for a friend too. I do not want to know this. You see how quick y'all miss shit? It's just that simple. You're telling us you're going to South America, to Mexico, to fight against the drug cartels. Once you neutralize their ass, what you gonna do with the dope? They want you to believe they finna go to New Mexico, lay down. So they didn't say one cartel. They said they're going to war with the cartels. So once they start gunning at the cartels, if they win the war, who gets the dope they find? We're not talking about a drug bust in America with 100 kilos. We're talking about Mexico, where it come from. They're going down there. They're going to cocaine heaven to get rid of the cocaine gods. Who the fuck is going to run things then? Or y'all believe they're going to do like they do in the movies. Tear this place down. And they're going to take billions of dollars worth of bagged, wrapped, and ready to be shipped cocaine from warehouses all over Mexico. And it ain't a toilet big enough to flush out the cocaine they find in Mexico. Where you going to get rid of that much dope from? But y'all don't think like that. Y'all just think like, yeah, man, this one. Bring it home and put it on our streets. That sounds about fucking right. Excuse my language, my mother. But this is a 2+2 moment. So now, this is the type of stuff we got to think about. Because their version makes no sense. My version make all the sense in the world. Now look what my mother just said. My mother just said, bring it home and put on our streets. So let's put that into perspective. We already know we have a government that will create a drug industry that doesn't even exist for the sake of war. So now we're to believe that when they confiscate and seize warehouses, billion-dollar narcotic warehouses, we're to believe they're just going to destroy the warehouses. So then what that means is we actually have a government that will invade another country and take its drugs and weapons and then distribute that back out. Don't y'all understand how severe that's like? We just say things that we really don't put a whole lot of thought into. Because this is common sense. We either believe they're going to destroy $1 billion drug lab or they're not. And if they not, then they keeping it. And if they keeping it, then our government is gangsters. And if that's the case, we need to reevaluate a lot of shit that we've been saying they probably didn't do. Watch this.
Yeah, we're going to go over this so that you guys know why Alex Jones is basically controlled opposition. Now you see here, there's James Holmes and Tamara Brady, his attorney. This lady was also a parent at Sandy Hook. Imagine that. And then the Sandy Hook principal who died was also at the Boston Marathon bombing. Holmes, who's now 35, is currently locked up at the United States Penitentiary, Allenwood, USP Allenwood in Pennsylvania, according to the Washington Post, citing the Federal Bureau of Prisons records. The high-security prison, which only houses men, is around 165 miles northwest of Philadelphia. Now look at this. Permanently closed. The motherfucker's in a jail that's permanently closed. Can you guys make shit up? Like, can you guys do a better job at making shit up? It shouldn't be this easy for me to tear these things apart. And to show you guys that Alex Jones is a fucking paid shill. Oh, and then also, guess what? Look at that. It's right there, right near the Finger Lakes. And guess what? Dinesh, that Dinesh guy, he lives like right here somewhere. What a fucking coincidence! All you motherfuckers are in the same area. Where's Kramer at? He's like right over here somewhere. Where's Batty at? Like right over here somewhere. All y'all fucking clowns are so easy to spot. And if you're not aware, this guy was going to college for neuroscience, and he wrote a thesis on something like, if I can remember properly, he wrote a thesis on basically how to do false flag events and how to fool the public's mind using their eyes. And today, he could be about as old as this guy right here, Harold T. Justice. Look at those crazy eyes. Look at the eyes. There's nothing there.
Do y'all see how this fucking thing works or not? Do I just got to keep putting shit in your face until you puke? If it's any of my CMB brothers in here, I was in there and they literally killed me for saying this. Come on, man. People's families really died. You can't just be saying that. Let me tell y'all something. I shouldn't have to keep saying this, but I'm going to say it again. I named my show Misinformation Nation, which means you're probably going to hear me speaking about misinformation in the fucking nation. Which means most of the shit I bring to the table is probably going to be things you haven't readily heard. I don't deal with surface shit too much unless y'all ask me. I prefer to deal with the things that look like one thing, but there's something else. That's my whole reason for existing. To take things that look like one thing and prove that it's not what you think you're looking at and show you the light. I told you Sandy Hook was fake. I told you the Boston Marathon was fucking fake. How many times have I told y'all this? Dude just showed you. Fuck telling, he just showed you. He just showed you the crisis actors playing two different roles in the same tragedy. I put up like 6 different articles with crisis actors. I even put up during the George Floyd, they was looking for crisis actors in Minnesota. I put up the fucking article, the ad looking to hire crisis actors in Minnesota during George Floyd. I put the ad up on my page, bro. I told y'all all the answers to all your fucking problems is on my page. I don't even got to talk no more. Y'all can take my Facebook page and my Patreon, and that could answer every fucking question you got about this planet. I don't even have to teach shit else. Every fucking thing they doing is in the shit that I done taught in the last 5 years. All these lessons is just, I'm just finding different ways to remix the same information to keep y'all interested. I've been explained all of this shit. You can't have Batman looking over floor plans and Bane them finna pull off a heist, and they looking over the floor plans in the Batman movie, and dude puts his finger right by something that says Sandy Hook. And then for the premiere of the Batman movie, the movie theater gets shot up. And then shortly after, we get Sandy Hook. And then y'all be like, conspiracy, shut the fuck up with that shit, bro. Like the one thing I hate is a lazy mind and somebody who just won't be held accountable for what you see. Like, look at what the fuck you see. Y'all be too lazy-minded, man. Whatever you doing ain't that fucking important. Well, you can't take 5 minutes to look into something. Take 30 minutes just to make sure what you think is for real. We don't check our own mind. We got so many things in our mind, and we just believe what we believe, and we never really take. You got to take your beliefs and put them up against something. Don't just go through life thinking, I got to be right because I feel right. No. Put your right beliefs up against something and see if you get your ass kicked. Be honest. Like, my belief just got fucked up. I shouldn't believe that no more. Or, shit, that makes sense. I'm going to keep with it. It's just, if they can fake the Boston Marathon and they could fake the last U.S. immigration walk, why should we think this one is real? But look what they said in the Paris thing. This is how you know it's staged. Because the same thing that they say about your black ass is the same thing they said about them people in Paris, and you don't even know them. And a lot of them was a Somalian, Arabic, but they're pulling them all in. And they're saying they never wanted to integrate into French customs. They don't respect our culture. And they're just complaining. They're not willing to accept the freedom and the benefits they get here. So more, you ungrateful niggas, enjoy your slavery and your opportunity. We got more of that coming. We're rioting because you assaulted a black teenager and murdered them. But these news clippings talking about how unappreciative we are. The fuck do that got to do with you killing that black kid? See, this the game they play. And I seen all of these different articles and all of these different interviews with them trying to assassinate the characteristics of the people that's rioting. So once again, we're going to talk about the rioters. Fuck the incident. And y'all get so emotionally charged and don't understand that nobody could be this fucking stupid. They got to be playing with you. Nobody's this fucking stupid. They got to be playing with you. There's no other solution. It's just propaganda. Get you excited, get you all reeled in, and now they got thousands of people standing at the border, and they just playing with them while they take over the drug industry in their country. That's what this is all about. And shit ain't gonna go anything close to normal until they eradicate every known drug dealer in South America. Once they get rid of the Chapo boys and take the motherfucking market back, this will calm down. Then they'll start helping out people and all of this type of shit. They'll create some programs. But this makes no sense because y'all don't got no place to live. Half of Black America is so fuck up and disenfranchised, it's ridiculous. We got 3,000 people finna come into the country, and the people in the country got nowhere to be. So it forces you to take a stance against people who need help. But they knew that. It's all a fucking game. And I know it ain't a game for everybody. And I know there's some people who ain't laughing. But believe me when I tell you, this shit is designed to conjure up emotions. And another thing, I would be extremely interested to know, in these situations with all of these people, how many women and children end up getting separated from their people and never seen again. What you want to bet? This is a great opportunity for little children to come up missing and nobody ever see them again. Look, it's 3,000. According to them, it's 3,000 people outside. Y'all better stop giving these fucking people a pass and pay attention, because it won't pay you. This is a thing. You just heard them man tell you. Now, I always knew that the movie theater shooting was a play. I've been teaching that ever since it happened. Go back and check the records. Ever since it happened, not one time did I ever teach that was a real thing. I've been taught it was fake. But he just dropped a bomb on y'all. He just dropped a bomb on y'all. The shooter went to college and studied the same shit that he got arrested at, and the prison that they sent him to has been closed. How many times have I told y'all these people probably, I said it about Bill Cosby. Who sees these people? You never heard of anybody come out and say, except for this R. Kelly shit. Before R. Kelly, you never heard of none of these people coming out saying they were cellmates with such and such. Or they saw it when they brought so-and-so in. We don't got one person who tweeted, I was there the day they brought Bill Cosby in. How? How nobody seen Bill Cosby go to jail? Bill Cosby? Where did he go? I don't know. All I know is we better start paying attention. And I'm going to leave it at that, family. The immigration thing is a scam designed to get you all caught up in it, and designed to get you to not like each other. At the same time, I'm sure they're doing something, but whatever they're doing is controlled, and it's for the benefit of them, and all the people are targets. There is no sides. It's us and them. That's it. There is no other shit. This color shit is a scam. The black versus white is a scam. This hating anybody is a scam. The only thing we should be doing is going inside self and balancing yourself. Balance yourself, balance your thoughts and your behaviors, and answers will start coming to us. Until that, we're just sitting ducks. Just that simple. After this, we're going on Clubhouse. Meet y'all there. Don't meet me there, beat me there. 8:30 on Clubhouse. We probably start opening it up like 8:15 or something like that. And we just gonna get line up some of these topics, and then we all can deal with them. So y'all ain't gotta just listen to me talk. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, after I be talking here for 2 hours, we get on Clubhouse, and then y'all just be staring at me. I'm gonna kick it, but we all need to be in there sharing this information, because I'm tired and hungry. But so yeah, y'all go to Misinformation Nation on Clubhouse. I'm going to post the link in about 10-15 minutes or so. And that's where we're going to be at 8:30. Share this right here. Tell everybody about it, and make sure you're there. Knowledge is power. Information is currency. The application of both is the route to divinity. I love y'all. I'm gone. Well, I'm almost gone.